Today on Newsbeat, LSU is teaming up with private organizations to make our energy more efficient. But some people think that this process is going too slowly.
And an exclusive interview with LSU Tiger and American Idol participant Mikey Duran about his time on the show and maybe an upcoming single.
All this and more, Newsbeat starts now.
Welcome to Tiger TV Newsbeat. I'm Mitch Rabelais.
And I'm Jack Bedrosian. Thank you for joining us.
On Wednesdays, we wear black, not pink. A new campaign called Blackout Wednesdays encourages students to wear black on the last Wednesday of every month to remind LSU of the contributions that students of color make on campus. A campaign like this would not be complete without a hashtag, so it's time to take our weekly pilgrimage out to Twitter. Kristen W. says, @ColorMeChris, I have so much black to choose from, IDK what to wear. Hashtag Blackout LSU, hashtag Blackout Wednesdays. @HotGirlBree says, @ColorMeChris, I didn't even know this was a thing. Well, @HotGirlBree, it actually is a thing.
LSU is bringing a variety of energy industries together for their latest project. Reporter Larissa Bonaquisti dug deeper into this collaboration.
Since the turn of the century, Louisiana has led the way in the energy industry. Now LSU has created Power Players to combine the many different areas of energy research to come up with the newest innovations and solutions.
The Power Players program is part of our public relations campaign that we're conducting here at LSU that is kind of reaching out to industry and other stakeholder groups and communicating our specializations in energy research.
The challenging task of retrieving all of the oil and gas from the reservoirs in Louisiana has led one group here at LSU to find a new way to approach this task.
We are actually fighting with nature in this process called water alternating gas, and that is the default process.
The traditional means of obtaining oil only give us 5 to 10% of the oil within the reservoir. LSU's researchers have developed a plan that is only patented here on campus that will give 65 to 90% of the oil, therefore increasing our productivity in the oil industry.
It's really a very gas effective, cost effective, environmentally beneficial process that gives you much better recoveries than what we are doing today.
Although the research LSU is conducting is exciting for some, others in the LSU community think it could be done differently.
LSU should be a leader in that department and go towards sustainable energy rather than fossil fuels, all of that dirty energy that is not going to help our planet in the whole.
If you are interested in the current activities of the Power Players, visit the Power Players website or contact them at powerplayers@lsu.edu. Larissa Bonaquisti reporting for Tiger TV.
The Power Players are conducting their research in order to improve the energy industry.
With Mardi Gras over, some people left with more than just beads. Reporter Christine Amon tells us how a seemingly harmless act can get you into some serious legal trouble.
It's all fun and games until someone gets arrested and charged with public indecency. That's what can happen if you choose to use the outdoors as your restroom. A common occurrence during Mardi Gras where local establishments often charge people to use their facilities.
I love to pee outdoors.
Typically, when you see somebody who is urinating in public, it's quite possible that they're also intoxicated in public. And those two things might come hand in hand.
Public urination can result with a fine up to $500 and 6 months in prison. Obscenity is defined as exposing oneself in public, which inevitably happens when you go to the bathroom outside.
There's a lot of crimes that people may not realize are on the books, but if people use their common sense and make sure that they try to live a life that is not completely contrary to just basic standards of decency, they're not going to run afoul of these laws.
Whether you're intentionally exposing yourself or just relieving yourself, the presence of children at parades automatically increases the stakes. In fact, if you are caught urinating in front of an unmarried person under the age of 17, the consequence is a fine up to $10,000 and imprisonment from 2 to 5 years. So why risk it?
I think a lot of men feel it also, that there's just something deep down within us that just, I guess, animalistic nature, you could say.
Guinea dipping and spitting in public are also misdemeanors with a $500 fine and up to 6 months in prison. Well, I definitely will be watching where I go to the restroom. I won't be doing it outside anytime soon.
That's super gross, Mitch.
Well, just kidding. Anyway, when we come back, Louisiana queens are way more than their crowns in an exclusive interview with Mikey Duran. Here in Louisiana, we celebrate everything from crawfish to frogs, and each festival has its queen. Tiger TV's Michaela Morgan goes behind the shiny crowns to see what it means to be a queen.
Often called the festival capital of America, Louisiana is home to some of the biggest fairs and festivals in the country, with many being a part of the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals and represented by a festival queen whom could compete for the title of Queen of Queens at the annual convention and pageant.
This year, the pageant was held right here in the Crown Plaza Hotel in Baton Rouge, and an LSU student took home the crown.
Louisiana Strawberry Queen 44 and LSU biology major Abby Earls says winning the title was truly an honor, but being a festival queen goes far beyond wearing a crown and banner.
One thing you can see with every festival queen is just how much they love what they're doing. They love where they come from. They love what they represent. And that was one thing with Queen of Queens, is that as I traveled, I saw how much these girls just loved where they came from.
With their custom trains and mantles, these queens are the voice of tourism here in Louisiana.
When we step behind the scenes, we are members of our festival boards. We are volunteers. We're working to make sure that our festivals will be the best that they can be.
Traveling many miles across the state almost every weekend is just a glimpse into the life of these hard-working festival queens.
It's not all about the crown. You have to have the heart. You have to have the dedication.
Many say you've never truly seen Louisiana until you've seen it through the eyes of a festival queen. For Tiger TV, I'm Michaela Morgan.
Check out the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals website for festival dates. Now let's go over to our own Queen of Entertainment, Jack Petrosian.
Oh, thank you, Mitch. A few weeks ago, Mikey Duran was an American Idol hopeful. He finished in the top 120, and I got the chance to catch up with him.
We have previous American Idol contestant Mikey Duran joining us in studio today. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So how's the Idol life been treating you? What was it like?
It was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed my time out in LA. I got to meet a lot of cool people. But
you met Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, I did.
Is he really short in person?
Super short.
What about J-Lo? What are some secrets? Do you like them?
I think they're all really good guys. I think the show's evolved a lot since when we were younger. I think the judges are a lot more constructive with their criticism, and I think it's not as much about exploiting people as it is about finding talent now.
And now that you're off American Idol, you're working on your own stuff. Tell us a little bit about My Demise.
It is an original song. I've written a bunch of songs, but I guess this is the first one that people have told me, like, you need to do something with this. So I am seeing a producer who's gonna be putting it on iTunes for me, and he's gonna be sending it out to some record labels, and hopefully somebody bites.
All right, when can we expect this?
Somewhere in mid to late March, if we're lucky.
And what else is coming for the future? Are we seeing an album drop?
That's a little bit further down the line, but hopefully so. If I can pull some new originals together, then I'll definitely be putting out an album.
And we'll take a listen of your new song, My Demise. Thanks for joining us, Mikey.
Thank you again.
She makes the blue shine bright in my eyes. I feel my own heart break. She cries. How in the hell didn't I realize that leaving her would lead to my, oh my. She makes the stars light up the sky. She gives the songbirds a reason to fly. So it doesn't come to me as surprise that leaving her would lead to my, oh my demise.
Visit our website, lsureveille.com, for the exclusive full song. After the break, we'll see if this rain is ever going to stop.
Tigers, I'm sure you're all already tired of this cold and rainy weather we've been having, so I have some good news for you. Starting tomorrow through Saturday, there's only going to be a 10% chance of rain, and temperatures will rise into the mid-50s. By this time next week, we'll be back in the upper 70s. However, you can still expect to see some rain Sunday through Tuesday. Well, that's all the weather I have for you. Stay dry.
Well, that's all we have for you today, but you can stay updated with Tiger TV Newsbeat on LSUReveille.com.
From all of us here at Newsbeat, good night.